Well, it's the weekend, my wife's out, my kid's upstairs sleeping. Time to rip some cards. Okay, man, I really didn't expect to run out of top loaders opening hangers and fat packs, but what an opening. Hello and welcome back to Basketball Buds. At least that's what the channel is going to be called for a little while longer. If you're not sure what that's about, check out my last video, the Mosaic Blasters, where we're looking for Luka Lakers, which is really hard to say. My name's Tyler. Thank you for joining me here. Today we're doing these tops, value boxes, or hangers as I call them, and the fat packs. I'm going to do this one a little bit faster because my last couple of videos have taken a really long time because I had a bunch to say about the channel. But I'm going to get into these ones quick. Let me speed through this.
Hey, I just made a post about this, but I wanted to take a second to shout out Lance from Something Old and Something New Cards and B8K Hobbies, who are both very close to 1,000 subscribers. If you're feeling supportive, please go subscribe to their channel. Then I just wanted to give a corrective shout out to Grandfather Cards, whose name I got wrong in a previous video. He didn't ask me to do this or anything, I just wanted to get it right.
Okay, I'm going to get into these now. Please take a second to like and subscribe if you've never been here. It really helps channels like this grow. I've been really having fun opening cards for everybody. And let's get into some more. Danny Avdia, we're not going to speed through these. Mogbo, Post, Holland, Ronnie James, Kyrie Irving, Miles Bridges, Tari Eason, Donovan Mitchell, Trey Murphy III, Wendell Carter, Keldon Johnson, Russ Westbrook, he's on the Kings. And I don't think we have any rookies so far. Naz Reid, he's a channel favorite, fan favorite. Demhard, DeRozan, we're going to keep that one. Vanderbilt, Quickly, Kawhi Leonard, Kelly Oubre Jr., Draymond Green, Jared McCain, Kyle Filipowski. We're just saying lots of names. All right, here's where the cool cards start, and I think some of them are backwards and some of them are whatever. Okay. Let's see what we got. We got a Chris Middleton. He's on the Wizards. He's nearing the end of his career. There's all the Pacers. They sure had a shot at winning last year until that guy went down. Jalen Brunson. He's a fan favorite. Scoot Henderson, I almost said School Henderson. We got a Noah Senge, who is most infamous for getting dunked on. We got a Cooper Flagg, power players, right on. We're putting that in the sleeve immediately. So I actually dig these power players inserts. I think they're some of the better ones. They kind of look like the groovy cards of, super colorful. So that's definitely a big hit because that guy could be one of the best players in the draft. We'll see. Tracy McGrady, he's one of my favorites, T-Mac. We got a Will Riley, who I don't know too much about. Gary Trent Jr. on a refractor, and then Sorber, Harper, that's a good one. Jarris Walker, CJ McCollum, Jared Allen, Liam McNeely. So there are some rookies sprinkled in here. Chaz Lanier, Larry Bird, Johanny Broom. I think it's Johanny, isn't it? I remember hearing that. Johanny Broom, not Johnny Broom. But if it's Johnny, then I'm wrong. Colin Murray Boyles, and that's it. Okay, so a couple rookies in there that we'll pull out later. Okay, next hanger. Took a second to scoop out the rookies. Dylan Harper is probably the best base rookie we got, but we got that sweet Cooper Flagg insert. Super stoked about that one. And it's probably my favorite insert from this set. Okay, gonna skip through a lot of these guys. Hey, there's Malik Monk, we like him. There's De'Aaron Fox, we don't like him as much. He kind of abandoned us and sort of had it planned out from the beginning. At least the beginning of that season, and then said, no, I don't want to leave you guys. I never wanted to leave Sacramento. They made me leave, more or less. His wife was like, no, he didn't demand a trade. That's not what happened. That's what happened. Okay, we got a Jovic. We got Zach Edey, my favorite pasta and my favorite Grizzlies center. Ben Seraph, Vince Carter, love him too. We got a Malawak. Cool. He's really raw and not having a great start to his career, but you got a Generation Now Asa Newell, which is gold, but I think it's just because it's like a Hawks one. I don't think that's a special one, but maybe. We'll check it out. 8-bit ballers, Dame Lillard. We got a clutch of Yegor Dioman, which is the Clutch City, I should say. These are some of the cooler cards. They remind me of Jet Set Radio Future. Brooks Breinheiser, cool. We got a rookie glitter. That's awesome. We're going to set that one aside. Manu Ginobili, he's a favorite. We got a Malawak, a Knuppel, a Wemby, a Walter Clayton Jr., and a Nasa Newell, and that's about it. And a Cam Thomas, who had a pretty big game the other day after kind of laying a goose egg. Not a goose egg, he scored some points, but he had a really bad opening game. Okay, Brooks Braunheiser, glitter parallel. We're putting that up with Coop. We'll put it somewhere where you can actually see it, I guess. And then, not sure about this one. It's Hawks Colors, which is maybe the reason why it's tripping me out. Anyway, let's just move on. Next fat pack. Hanger. Last hanger. Does this one have a banger? I mean, honestly, that last one had a banger. Rudy Gobert. We're not going to call all these names out. You've seen these cards already. There's Malik Monk again. And there's a guy we don't like again. Seems familiar. And I mean, there's only so many of these cards. They must just have the same, like, 3 sets, and that's pretty much all you need, right? Okay. Check out those back rookies. Rasheer Fleming, we got a nice little cracked dice, or diamond, or whatever, of Rasheer Fleming. And an Austin Newell. Okay, this is the pack. Trace Jackson Davis. Yeah, we'll just set these right here for now. That is so strange. Jeremiah Fears on the 8-Bit Ballers. Generation Now Ace Bailey. Right on, we like Ace. He's Ace in my book. Dylan Harper, Power Players. So we're getting like all the best guys. I'm stoked about this. Noah Senge, he's not quite the best guy, at least not so far. And Dairy Queen. By the way, I was thinking about I like to call him Dairy Queen and not Dairy Queen. And I didn't even put it together that, I don't know if it's still their sponsor, but for the longest time they were Smoothie King Arena, and now they have Dairy Queen on their team. I don't know how their sponsor is going to feel about that. And then we'll definitely put Mr. Fleming and Asa Newell, which I believe is Asa. I was calling him Asa because I was mostly just basing that on Asia Wilson. But anyway. And then Moses Moody, who Kendrick Perkins has a really hard time saying his name. Hugo Gonzalez, we got a Cam Jones, we got a Tyrese Proctor. We got a Danny Wolf and a Nolan Traore. We got a young Hansen. Man, lots of, all the rookies in this one. Clint Capella, Zachary Sachet, Bam Adebayo. Okay, Trey Johnson. I almost said Thomas Bryant. Trey Johnson the third. Carter Bryant, that's probably why. And Ben Seraph. Okay, tons of rookies in that one. That's like a whole, we'll just put that there because most of them are rookies. There's only a couple we have to sort out that aren't rookies. Okay, so hangers are done. Pretty hot so far. Let's move on to the fat packs. I'll go back through those cards and make sure that we didn't miss any like numbered cards or anything. But I really don't think there are a lot of numbered cards in these hangers and fat packs. If you do get one, they're probably rare as hen's teeth, as my buddy McLovin used to say, who's not around anymore. But, well, not that he's passed. I mean, he might be passed. We don't know what happened to him. McLovin, if you're out there, let me know. Maxime Reynaud, he's one of the Kings rookies. He's got some work to do, but he's a very interesting prospect. Good passer, good shooter. Yegor Demin, Oso Iguodaro, Des Bane, Joe, Ace Bailey, right on. So they are very generous with these rookies. I think we haven't seen a base Cooper Flagg yet. That's interesting. Oh, Domas. Okay, we got a glitter parallel Domas Power Players, which is one of my favorite players. He missed the first game of the season, but then he came roaring back with a pretty big game last night. He got a double-double. It was only a 12-point double-double, but he did have a clutch play down the stretch where he got a board and got an and one. Well, actually, he missed the free throw, but he got fouled. Okay. Then these are the cards we were looking through. Another Vince Carter 8-Bit Ballers, another Asa Newell, and then the back, which we got Jalen Wells, who's one of my favorite players, or at least one of my favorite rookies from last year. He's a Sacramento guy. Shout out. Went to Folsom High School, I believe. No. I looked this up recently. I can't remember where he went to high school, but I guess we shouldn't put Vince Carter with the rookies. Anyway, Jalen Wells, Sacramento guy. That's the point of that story. If you have any, I know that House Husband Diaries is a huge collector of Brandon Ingram because he's from his hometown. Who's from your hometown? Let me know down below. That's your easy comment for the day. Which player is from your hometown and do you like to collect their cards? Drake Powell, Damas Robert, another Dylan Harper, Lee McNeely. Man, this coalition. Keontae George, he's having a pretty solid season so far. Kind of looking like he's going to be a pretty consistent double-double. I think we just got a backwards Cooper Flagg. That is very nice to see. Looks like we got a foil glitter Cooper Flagg on the Clutch City Prospects. Shout out to GameStop in Sacramento. There's a couple of them. I'm not going to tell you exactly which one I went to. But man, you're giving me some good cards. Cooper Flagg Glitter Boy, which I think is his drag name. Maybe not. If you have a good Cooper Flagg drag name, leave it down below. And don't just say Cooper Drag. That's way too easy. VJ Edgecombe, okay. All the best players, and Giannis to boot, who's one of the best players. I gotta put that VJ in his sleeve too, because man, VJ is looking like he came ready. He's not born ready like Lance Stevenson, but he came ready. Or he already came, I don't know which. Okay, so I know Topps Basketball has not been the strongest product so far for a lot of people, but my luck seems to be good with the Flagship. Flagg, Flagship. Najee Marshall, Larry Bird, John Stockton. Why am I doing this? I keep forgetting. Johnny Broom. Is it Johanny or Johnny? Let me know. Colin Murray Boyles. I guess I could just ask him, but he won't return my calls. Yannick Conan Niederhauser. Oh, of course, it's Yannick Conan Niederhauser. I mean, that sounds like a pretty easy name. I think I just nailed it, of course. Pelle Larson. Not familiar with Yannick Koenig Niederhauser. Is this numbered? That is numbered. Hey, we got one of those 2025 cards, but it is the team that won the championship on this year. Well, it was last year, I guess. No, well, it was this year. They won the title this year, technically. So I'm pretty stoked about that, to get a numbered card out of a fat pack and then to have it be the trio that dominates both sides of the ball, which there's another guy back here, and I think he's one of the most important players on the team. But, you know, these guys are the three guys that dominate both sides of the ball. Sure, we'll give him that. And then we got backwards Shaden Sharp. That's pretty cool. He's one of my favorites. Oh, it's just one of the 45th anniversary cards, but it is Shaden Sharp, who I do dig. I thought maybe we had a cool glitter. Carter Bryant, Young Hansen, who I think I'm a collector on. If you get any cool Young Hansen cigs or anything, let me know. Not cigarettes, signatures. Let me know. Man, I'm gonna have a lot of sorting to do. I never sort very well in my videos. If you're a long-time viewer, you know that for sure. I just pause the video and then come back and sort later. And looks like we got a filler on the back. That's lucky, right? Oh, it's a security tag. Right on, with the security device facing the card, which is probably stupid. I don't even know if you saw that. It might have been just kind of up here where I was looking at it. Security device on the back, facing the card. Probably not the best way to do it, although they are base cards, so who cares? Another VJ Edgecombe. We got a Jace Richardson, son of Jason Richardson. Kobe Barea, son of Kobe Bryant. Not really. Isaiah Collier, Scoot Henderson, Shea Gilgers. There's some Kings. I like how when it's a bad team, it's not like the Kings dominate. It's like they're having fun. They're having fun hooping, you know? They didn't win a lot of games last year. Well, actually they did, but they didn't do very well last year. But man, they had fun. Those Kings. Lonzo Ball. That's a refractor, silver, hollow foil, whatever. You tell me. Joan Behringer on another one. It's backwards. Cool, rookie card. Big French center, that one. And then a Colin Murray Boyles, Toronto Raptors, Clutch City. 8-bit ballers, Cade Cunningham, right on. Love Cade. We'll take any of his cards. Those 8-bit ballers cards are a little hokey. I do love, you know, retro video games and stuff, but there's not much going on in these cards. Like, they don't have like an 8-bit version of the player on it or anything. What do you think? What do you like? Which inserts do you like? Is it 8-bit ballers? It's okay if it is. We can disagree. I'm fine with disagreeing with, you know, people who watch my videos. Jaren Jackson. Why are we doing this? Noah Senge. He's a rookie. We got a Cam Jones. He's a rookie. And a Hugo Gonzalez. And then Tyrese Proctor, Danny Wolf, Nolan Traore, Young Hansen. So pretty generous with the rookies in these. Another Cooper Flagg on a backwards card. We are just flagging. Flag, flag, flag. Wow. Okay, we got an even better version. Screw this one. I put it in a top loader. It don't even need a top loader. That's just a regular foil one. Now we got a glittery one. Okay, well, if you like Cooper Flagg, this is the video for you. All right, let's finish this one out. Last pack magic. Looks like we got another Colin Murray Boyles followed by Cade Cunningham. but they were nice enough to swap out one of my other cards with a backwards Cooper Flagg. Okay, amazing rip for just some little cheapo fat packs and stuff. I think we definitely made our money back. Let's cut to some quick hits. Start with a PC card, this amazing Domas card. Just gonna hang on to that one, really like it. And these are some of the rookies that are like immediately impactful, you know, putting up numbers right when they get in. VJ Edgecombe, Young Hansen, Diego Dioman, Ace Bailey, and then Jeremiah Fears, Asa Newell, Dylan Harper, and another Asa Newell. So pretty sweet assortment of rookie inserts. Got a bunch of rookie base cards. These are all the rookie base cards. These are the vet parallels. They're very nice looking, but we're not going to bother going over them. And then these are the biggest hits. I got a numbered card. It's to 2025. There are a lot of these cards. 1922, great year. But it's the Champions, which I assume would be kind of a sought-after card for anybody who is a Thunder fan. I'm not even sure if there are 2025 Thunder fans, but I'll find one, trust me. And then screw that though, look at these rookies we got. We got Rasheer Fleming, Asa Newell, Brooks Barnheiser on this cool glitter-looking parallel. Not sure what they call it. Maybe splotches. That's what I would call it. And then a trio of Cooper Flagg, starting with the least impressive, and then moving on to some very nice cards that I'll probably be looking over for grading. I know they're just inserts, but man, these look nice. Two very, some of the best inserts that you can get from these, I think, are these two. And I got them on these nice, amazing hanger and fat pack parallels, whatever they're calling them. I really wish it was on the back of the box. Coming from Panini, that was really nice. So if you didn't already do it, please subscribe to my channel before you go. Leave a comment, hit the like button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
So right after this, I opened 3 blasters, and I don't know if you're going to believe this or not, but I got 3 even better Cooper Flaggs. We're talking base parallels. Subscribe and check in tomorrow.
Of course you're gonna eat right now. Oh, and my son's awake.